Good evening all. I hope we are all doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh man, literally as that stream was counting down and it hit 26 seconds, it was at that point since 6:15 this morning that I stopped. As the stream was counting down and it hit 26 seconds, I literally sat in this chair and was like, right, let's go. I've been non-stop since 6:15 this morning. Let me just try and get the stream up on here. We'll see what we've been up to today, and then we'll see what we're going to get up to tonight. So, yeah, I've been out filming today for work, because that is the business. That is what we do. So we've been out doing some filming for some NHS projects, and then, yeah, had to leave. Alarm was on from 6:15. It was literally like, get up and go, because then I needed to be out the door like 5 minutes later. And so, no stamina, exactly. I'm slacking. So, finished at 4:30. Started filming at 7:30. Finished at 4:30. Drove all the way over to Gateshead at about 5, then tried to go over to another part of Gateshead to drop the footage off, but wasn't going to make it, so then I was like, right, well, I'll come home. Got home at about 6:15, stopped off at Aldi to do the shopping, got some shopping in, came back, done all the crap, boring stuff that I needed to do, came back in here, realised that our internet had gone off. Layla messaged me this morning saying the internet's gone off, and we'd had a power cut through the night. It turned out I didn't find that out until I woke up and had a message from Power Grid saying we're aware of an outage. So I was like, oh, it's probably just the internet's probably just gone off because of the power cut and it'll be coming back on. Turned out that wasn't the case. So then I had to phone Virgin Media up at 6:25. So literally less than half an hour ago, being like, my internet's gone off. What the hell's going on? And then they said, yes, we've cut you off because you haven't paid your bill, your account. I was like, I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have. Turned out I actually hadn't. Somehow that had gone wrong. We switched over a direct debit account over. So that had like messed up and gone wrong. So they'd actually cut the internet off. I was like, this needs to go back on. I was like, I've got work in half an hour and I need to be online. He's like, well, we'll make our payment and then we will switch that back on. So we've done that. And then he said, all right, great. It should take no more than 3 hours to get back online. I was like, no, I need to be streaming at like 7 o'clock. At this point, it was less in 25 minutes. I was like, this is no good for me. He's like, but latest it'll be on is 10 o'clock. And I was like, well, I'll have missed the stream by then. He was like, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I was like, oh, mate, no, can't be having this. Luckily, while he was on the phone, it came straight back on. So anyway, that's been the story. And then at 1:45, I was still sat doing the thumbnail for the stream. Made the thumbnail, scheduled the stream, sorted everything out, pressed go, and then got our car, done our bit of maintenance, got ourselves entered while the stream was on. And look at that, I haven't even turned the steering wheel on. The steering wheel is now on. So, that is that. I'll double check that the steering wheel's actually working. There we go, it's snapped into place. So anyway, that's been a really boring story, but that's been our day so far. And what a day it has been. Yep, the wheel definitely works. Tremendous. Well, we might as well have a wander about. I've got damage. Right, what about that? Okie dokie. Oh, I'll tell you what I've been looking forward to. I haven't been out filming for a long, long time. On a client shoot for a long, long time. Or what feels like a long, long time, but it was the start of December. And I've gone all day without a cherry Pepsi, and I tell you what is, I've been looking forward to this. Oh, that stuff, honestly. I have never done drugs in my life. Never smoked a cigarette, never even drank alcohol, and certainly never done drugs. But I tell you what, cherry Pepsi must be borderline class A, because I get severe headaches when I've gone without that stuff for any more than an hour at this point now. Oh, delightful. Right, come on then. I think we need to get a bit of a shift on this outlap, but we're not going to... We try not to kill the tyres too quickly. Try and make sure that we actually have some tyres left when we come to do the lap. So we've got 2 people there that don't want to wait. Make that 3. I think they are trying to cross the line so that they have enough time to do 2 push laps. But I think the best thing that I can do at the moment is just go for 1 push lap and hope for the best with that. Right, come on then. Gonna wait here for as long as I can. Here we go. Already completely butchered turn 1. Let's ignore that though. John saying sugary filth. Cherry Pepsi's good for you. I checked it with the doctor and everything. He reckons it's spot on. Oh! Had a bit of a lift, a bit of a moment there. That is mental, that. That is mental. Literally hitting it, full brakes in the braking zone, and then finding that you've braked too early and accelerating again in the braking zone. How to know you've lost time on a lap. I thought that red sign up there saying final lap, I thought that was a penalty there. Oh no, I've messed that right up. I have messed that right up. That's costing so much time there. That's 2 major mistakes there, really. And just bleeding lap time. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. Oh, who's that? Tiger King. I'm so sorry. Let's just back out of that. Let's just back out of that. I don't want to get in anybody else's way. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I should have just stayed off the track there. I had a quick look behind on the map and it didn't look like anyone was behind me, but I wasn't. I was on the close radar and not zoomed out enough. That is so totally all my fault, that. Oh, dear. Oh, no. It's bad enough ruining your own lap, but I've just ruined somebody else's there. Bit early for a signature move, exactly, I know. Oh, bad form that as well. That rejoin was horrendous. That was all my fault, that. Oh, dear. Right. Not a good start there. Couldn't get any worse, that, could it? Not a good start for a manufacturer's round, that. But while we are on, or before we go into it, if you can do, please do hit the like button on the stream if you haven't done so already. And if you haven't done so and you're not yet subscribed, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. All the usual stuff that all the YouTubers say, but it does help and support the channel way more than you know. And if you can also say hello, make sure you do say hello in the chat. And if you're new around here, all the more reason to say hello. I promise I don't do what you've just seen there often. Well, I've been it a lot, that's for sure, but I don't I don't ruin everybody else's race at the same time. So, this is where things are a little bit tricky. We've got to just basically judge by the map, which is saying that there is rain approaching, but it's nowhere near at the moment. Midfield Motorsport, how are we doing? Good afternoon from Canada. No way. That is unbelievable. That. Thank you so much, buddy, for tuning in. Tiger King says, this was really stupid to me, and I can only apologise to him. Absolutely my fault. Oh, didn't even have time to reply. Yeah, so it's a little bit tricky on the radar there. It doesn't look like there's no rain on top of the track, but in the manufacturers, in the World Series events, you can't go out on track into the pits to see what the weather looks like. So you have to judge it from that, you know, minus 60 minutes through to current time, and that takes a long time to then judge what tyres you're going to go on. We had that problem with... what problem did we have that with? Which track was it? Oh, Suzuka. Suzuka in the daily races this week, which was a bit of a killer. But at least on that you can go out on track and very quickly see what the weather is like in the moment. You can't do that in the World Series. Long time watcher, first time commenter. Oh mate, I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What an absolute hero. Genuinely, that supports, even just that there, commenting on the chat, supports the channel more than you possibly know. But hopefully we can do well in this one. I'm not holding out much hope, or much, yeah, much hope. That's a funky looking livery there, isn't it? But, yeah, we're starting from the back on this one, so we have to just hope for the best and see what we can do. Not a good quali session, though. Right, fingers crossed. Predictions in, though. Let's get your predictions. What do we think we will... or where do we think we will finish in this race? Right, brake balance going to go to the rear. Let's go. Come on. John saying 7th. If we can get a top half finish, spot on. 7th will do me nicely. From P16. It's a quick lobby this as well still. Very good lobby. We do end up having to face the chicane though, which is an absolute killer when P1 starts his race. Or pretty much everybody else in front of us, bar a couple, start their race just putting their foot to the floor. I was making sure that I wasn't going to go for that there. It might have looked as if I was, but I was making sure that we stay out the way of Tiger King because we absolutely ruined his qualifying by an awful crash and an awful rejoin, which was all my fault. And I take the blame entirely. So we're right at the back of the grid. He's going to pick himself up a penalty there, though, if you can see. And we're just going to keep an eye on this radar for the weather as well. That might be where we get our chance to claw some of this race back if we can. Already lost a second to the race leader in terms of the gap that we had. And we haven't even finished lap 1. So if you are in doubt of how quick this lobby is, based on the fact as well that everybody in front has just disappeared. Right, see if we can work with Tiger King here on a with a bump draft or two. He's got a better exit than me though. Jag's just going to be a smidge quicker through the gears, I think. I much prefer the Super Formula through here. I feel like I'm so much quicker in the Super Formula. Well, obviously I'm quicker, but I mean, you know, competitively against everybody else. Or at least on one lap on the soft tyres, I'm a bit quicker. Once I have to start tyre managing the Super Formulas, I definitely struggle with that. Be honest, the Jag doesn't really feel at home at Spa. It's felt really good on some of the other races, but it does feel like a bit of a struggle around here. A slight short shift in this car does seem like it helps push you along. Carly, how we doing? Good evening. I hope we're all well, buddy. Hope we're all well. We're still at the back of this grid, which is not very good. I can confirm. Same thing again. Yeah, fortunately I can do another race after this one. I'm gutted though that I missed the first entry, because then this becomes our first entry. And this ends up being the one that we're going to have to put down to practice. So then all of the pressure comes on the last race. But hopefully we're definitely up to speed by then. You forget how difficult a track Spa is to actually overtake on, to be honest. Spa is what you would call a qualifiers track, isn't it? Not that meaning that quali is the be-all and end-all, but it is so much more fun to qualify here than it is to race a lot of the time. We've definitely had some good races here, though. Come on, I think we can start going for a move here, maybe. Or at least looking for one. Absolutely. Still a second off the pace there, look. A full second off the pace of the leader. Need a little battling up front, absolutely. Something just to slow him down a little bit. I was going to say he's definitely going to go for that there. No reason why he wouldn't. great battling with him. I know we essentially ruined his qualifying, which I feel very, very bad about, but we've had some good battling here. Some good scraps, and that's been good fun. I think as well we need to be keeping an eye on the weather radar as well. Doesn't look like there's going to be any rain hitting us, but it's hard to tell just yet how quickly that rain's moving in. Close one, that. Probably a little, I'm just going to say silly from me. We were definitely alongside and needed the space there, but I backed off the brakes and then went back on and sort of was half-hearted in that one. If you're going to commit for an overtake, I think you need to go for it, don't you? Right, the question is, with this weather here, I don't know if it's the same every single time. We've got reason to suspect that it is going to be, but I don't know. Has anyone already seen a race and they can tell straight away if this is different? Or is it the same for every combo and every attempt? I think looking at that, for how much that rain's moved in 6 laps, if it's going to hit us, it'll be right at the very end. But I would guess that still being on the slicks is going to be fine enough. So in terms of pitting, we've got one mandatory pit stop to do. I think just do that in the middle. I'm probably going to change tyres while we're in. You don't have to change tyres, but I think it's going to make more sense. This is starting to do my head in now. Why am I struggling so much to even just close and like get a couple of moves done to get going forward? Your race had different weather. Interesting. Right, well that's good then. That's what we would actually rather have, wouldn't we? Rather than everyone knowing what we've all got to do. But I think looking at that, even if that lands and we've got a couple of laps of rain, I don't think that's building enough water to need the inters or wets in any kind of hurry. Oh, there we go. The carnage has begun. It doesn't take long, does it? Really? Really? Dynamic weather, yeah, that's what we want. Look at that though, I'm 21 seconds off the leader. We were already 10 seconds, but in 7 laps we've lost 10 seconds. Make that probably 11, I think. I'm going for the move on him here, on this back straight. Surely I've got to have this. Maybe not. Probably not. Buggered that up. Had medium rain around lap 14. Managed on slick with traction control. Dried out about lap 18. Interesting. Well, looking at this, that might be something similar, to be honest. So I think if that rain does land, it's only the lightest shade of blue, which you normally can get away with on slicks, or at least for a little while anyway. Look at that, these fronts just don't want to bite in anymore. Definitely want to change tyres when we go in. I don't think it's worth trying to save the 3 or 4 seconds of changing tyres. You make that back up being quicker. Come on. Right, gap back below 20 seconds to the leader. I think he's made a mistake or lost a bit of time somewhere. Maybe served a penalty, probably. Right, try and set us up for the best possible run here. V-cutting that first hairpin. Don't bin it. Commit, but don't bin it. That's alright, that. Go, go, go. He's actually had a much better run through Rouge and Radion than me there, the Ferrari in front. You had to drive 100 laps around here before you got the super license. Oh, is that for one of the challenges, you mean? Oh, before you got gold in the super license. Oh, right, okay. Haha, yeah. What was the, can you remember what the time was or what car you were in? Because some of those challenges are actually really, really difficult. It's weird. Some of them are dead easy, and then some you're on forever trying to just get a half decent time. Oh, in the Porsche. Oh, right. Okay. Wow. Oh, that actually would be difficult. I think I remember that now. A lot of people were talking about that actually, weren't they? I feel like I remember that now. Right. Let's see what this guy's doing. We're doing the opposite. He's going into the pits. Cost myself even more time there. It doesn't look like that rain's got any closer at all, does it? I don't think that we're going to end up with any of that rain hitting us, I don't think. It's barely moved in the 10 laps. Right, into the pits this lap. Right, change. Oh, we might need some fuel here, actually. So we've done 10 laps. We used 47%. So we need to refuel that back up to 53. Let's maybe just go safe. We go 50, 55, 60. Because hopefully we're going to end up being able to push a little bit more on fresher tyres. Peter, how are you doing? You put on the medium tyres. You mean you change tyres in the pit stop? I'm guessing. Right, let's go. 57. That's all I'm gambling on. Go, 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 go. Right, there's a lot of field spread now. You can see there on the fresher tyres we take Eau Rouge and Radeon flat. So that extra little bit of fuel we will end up using. So we're going to be lifting less on the first few laps. Come on, trying to just push on as much as we can so that we've got the opportunity to make moves on people should they make any mistakes. Start from the back of the grid has cost us a lot of time. Being behind that little bit of traffic from those odd few laps. Come on. A little bit of a slipstream here as well. Not much. If anything, he's pulling away. Nah. Oh, I literally just thought to myself, just before I started spinning, it's like, surely I know the limit of this car now. That was genuinely the thought that went in my head there. It's like, surely I can push this a little bit more. What a killer. What a killer. Rehearsal, remember? I know. Still annoying, though. Well, I've got no choice but to treat it like a rehearsal, really. The thing is, though, is that the next rip, but this was decent points up for grabs in this lobby. 230 points, I think, for first place in this one. So, a little bit of a killer. We try and keep pushing on, though, as much as we can. Look at the field spread on this now. Absolutely wild. I'm guessing as well that I'm just missing out on the straights a little bit. I think in the corners, if I get them right, the Jag does okay. But there's definitely some speed being lost, I imagine, to the likes of the Supra. I think the new 296 has got a good top speed, but it depends on the balance of power. I mean, I'm butchering some corners at the same time as I say that there. That was an awfully done corner. Not an apex scene within 3 miles of my wheels there. Right, don't spin it, don't spin it, don't spin it. It's just trying to put as much as we can through the car. Come on, there we go. Well, that's what we done, but I think he's lost a bit more time. go. Someone else is gone. There you go. I thought my rejoin was bad. They've just came straight back onto track at the top of Eau Rouge. I am driving so badly, it is unbelievable. I'm starting to question if it is actually possible to drive this bad or if I'm just imagining it. It is. Oh, disaster. Oh, Peter saying put on the wrong tyres. What did you do? Did you put on the wet tyres? Or you should have gone onto the wets and you stayed on slicks. Oh, Avo, how you messed up the race as well. We messed our qualifying up and it has sort of stitched us in the race because then we've been right at the back and just struggled to get through the initial pack. I've just not been quick enough at the same time. Got 2 tries left, good. Keep going. See, that lap was much better. It wasn't my fastest, but it's the closest that we've got to our fastest, which is a 19.3. Still very slow in comparison, but maybe, hopefully, possibly, we're getting up to speed now. It's only took the entire race. Look at that. Look how much time I'm losing in a straight line. Once we've maxed out our top speed, then look at how much we lose on the rest of that Camel straight there. I think that we are missing out on top line speed massively. .296. Could still do with being even quicker than that. We might have found the only track so far that the Jaguar is struggling at. Like, I am also struggling, I've got to say that, but this is the only one where I felt like the Jag isn't 100% comfortable around the track. Right, look at this here. So we're into 6th gear here. We're going to hit 157, and that is when we start losing time. No, on that particular occasion, we don't. How ironic. How all of a sudden we're now chasing P10 here, by the way. Have we been doing that for a while and I've just not noticed? I think I've just been in the zone of lapping. Either that or just loads of people have dropped out and I've not noticed. But yeah, we've got P10 in front of us now, which if we can get that, I'll still not be complaining. Yeah, got to get top 10. Hopefully here, hopefully. Going to be in the slipstream here, so we will pull a little bit closer, hopefully. There you go, look at that, even in the slipstream. That's against a Porsche. Oh no, it's against a Ferrari. But still. I think in this particular tuning, which is a mid-speed circuit, or might actually be down as a high-speed circuit, then I think the Jag struggles under this balance of power configuration. Won't let you do a 50p super chat. Oh no. Demanding pounds. Give it a miss, John. Do not worry. Do not worry. You do more than enough. More than enough. Oh! I was going to say in liveries alone. But you've been supporting this channel for so long, mate. I honestly always massively, massively appreciate it. Only get £1 for the podium. Well, that ain't happening in this one, that's for sure. Get up to 163 in the slipstream, but we're lucky if we hit 160 in top end speed without the help of a slipstream. Just starting to get that front end sliding that we got in the first stint as well. Come on, we're chasing down P10 here. I think we can have P10. Going to be heading on to the last lap, though. It'll be the last lap that we have to do it. P1 has just been so quick. That is... Oh, well, I've not been quick enough, really. I imagine there's quicker lap times than 2:18s, but there won't be many. Not in race. Damn it. Right, come on, last lap then. For P10 in a very quick lobby. Let's not forget, this is still a very quick lobby. And we started from the back, so we were hoping for a top half finish, but that's probably not going to happen. Chasing, 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 chasing. Come on. Oh, so close. Close the gap so much there. Ah, oh, not quite. Not quite. That is a tough, tough race, and I can't quite work out why. I don't know if the Jag is struggling there or not, to be honest. Or if it is just me. I don't feel massively comfortable. I feel like I'm understeering quite a lot out of apexes and corners, where I've not really had that problem with the Jag in other tracks. Yeah, top speed was a big drawback of this Jag. I think so. Because then the top laps, the top guys there is a M6 and then 2 Supras. So I want to watch the replay and see what top speeds they're getting. I've still made loads of mistakes in and out of corners though. No doubt about that. It's the Pepsi. It might be. It might be. I'm gonna tell Tiger King I said sorry again. He commented saying we both had the pace, which he is right there, to be honest. He is, well, he's kind of right. I actually don't think I did have the pace. But yeah, I take full responsibility and blame for that one. No doubt about that. Right, where are we at in terms of points rankings then, by the way? I'm so gutted about this. I am so gutted about that. If we are 7th, by the way, and being 7th puts us in the top 75%, there's not many people that's picked Jaguar, is there? There's not many people that's picked Jaguar. Even if you are in the top 75% with 7th, and let's say that 7th was the 75th percent, so the maximum it could have been. That means mathematically, I think that there is less than 10 people chose Jag, surely. Oh. Right, let's have. Oh, is it based on your grade? Points ranking for your grade, or is it not the entire manufacturer altogether? Oh, in that league, I guess. Anyway. Okay, so we've just missed the daily races for this one here, but I'm probably going to have a look at daily race B, I would think, in the group 3s. I just want to have a look first at the replay of that race, just to see where we're missing out exactly, to be honest. Yeah, Interlagos. I might stick with the Jag. But then again, I might not. Right, I want to see the guy at the front. So, on the straight, yeah, let's see. So he's already doing 145 over the top of Eau Rouge, 106, 7. Let's see here. Gets a bump draft there to top up to 162, but even with the bump draft he's only doing 162, so where are we losing out then? Right, he's got a big gap here, so he's not getting bump drafted. To be fair, he's still topping 160. But maybe he just gets up to the maximum speed sooner than what we do, because we do seem to get to it just as we're hitting the braking zone. And he's at 160, maybe he's a little bit earlier there. So some of those cars maybe it's just quicker through the gears, actual quicker acceleration than top end speed maybe. Who knows? I tell you what, this will actually be quite good fun, won't it? The dirt one. Should we try the dirt one or should we do Interlagos? Let's probably do Interlagos. Right, I will go, however, with whatever the quickest car is on there. Neither of which I am happy with, but we'll go with the Audi R8. I'll stick with the Jag on the next one, I think. I'll try and jump in with what is apparently a quick car. I just realised, I'm in the wrong car. Not a massive fan of this Audi. It's not not the most comfortable car to drive, to be honest. But we'll give it a bash. Two laps down, Peter. Oh, mate, that's no good. When you said you put the wrong tyres on, what did you mean? I don't know if you replied when I asked, but did you mean you put the wet weather tyres on you weren't meant to, or something like that? As in complete wrong type of tyre? It's the only thing I could assume you meant, because it was medium tyres only, wasn't it? Right, we'll only get 2 laps of this track. Get your guesses in. How badly will we do? Or how goodly will we do? Tell you what, the Audi actually gets stopped pretty quick. Good on the brakes. Right, 134. Surely we can do quicker and better than that. I would like to think, and I would like to hope. Now, I might talk too soon here, but it seems actually that you can get your foot down on the power pretty early and not spin this car, which was not the case with the previous R8. A bit too deep there, however. 33. Bang. Put on the medium tyres and not the wet tyres. Ah, you got faster slap. Well, then that doesn't sound like you put the wrong tyres on. Did yours rain heavy then, Peter? Because ours didn't. But it looks like it is proper dynamic weather. It looks like it is proper dynamic weather, so... Oh, we got a new sub. That's a... Carrick or Cartick? Wait there, I need a bloody hell. Cartick. See, I nearly read that wrong. I nearly said Carrick. But it says Cartick. Thank you so much, Cartick. What an absolute hero. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you're watching on the stream now, or still here, please do say hello in the chat. Absolute hero. Thank you for pointing that out there, John, as well. Because I didn't spot that one. That was my fault there. Oh, we're in an A+ lobby, of course we are. And all doing 32. Oh, well, majority of them doing 32s. We're well off the pace here. Even the 33s are 4 or 5 tenths ahead. What a disaster. Right then, while we wait to get back into the next round of manufacturers, we're going to do a couple of races at... yeah, deliberately come last. That might actually be a good idea. I don't think I need to deliberately do anything. Even if I try my absolute best to finish at the front of this grid, we all know I'm getting lapped. Do not worry about that. One of the few non-A pluses in here as well. We'll see how we fare up here. If we can do me a massive favour before we get a green flag, can we hit the like button on the stream if you haven't done so already? And if you're not yet subscribed, please, please, please make sure you are. It helps the channel more than you know. It'll help put you in a better manufacturer's lobby. Well, we want the more points as well, which is the difficult thing, isn't it? I think if I'd managed to actually just get a qualifying lap down, we would have started maybe mid-table and therefore a little bit of a better race just from the off. But yeah, let's see how we fare up here. Come on! Trying to hold that round the outside. Both of them have gone there. Oh, now I've got to try and hold this one round the outside. Maybe not. We'll try and go for a bit of a switch. Oh, Joe's had a moment. Oh, of course. Oh! Oh! Of course, that has to happen to us. It wouldn't not happen to us, would it? Oh, disaster. Of course, because why would it not? Typical. There we go. We said I didn't need to work hard to finish at the back of the grid, did we? Yeah, true. End up in a slightly lower lobby, but get a better result. Might mean more points overall. It's annoying because that lobby I was in was a good lobby as well, and high points. 236 points, I think, for the win. But never mind. We'll get a couple of races done, just see how we get on here, and then judge it from there. Oh, just missing the apex there. Disaster. Come on. Well, I mucked that right up there, didn't we? Great. I was determined to not lift there. However, I was going to catch that slide and fix that oversteer. It was not going to be through braking. I do always struggle at Interlagos, so I was never expecting a good result yet to just jump in. But you always hope it's going to be better than what we've had. We're 11th, but I think we're the last one that's actually out on track. The rest of them behind us have pitted, I think. Joe hasn't. But then the next four have, or they've rage quit. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Just give the place back to Joe as well. Rubbish. Right. If you've tuned into the stream, I promise you it's normally a bit better than this. In terms of race results, hopefully it's normal. Normally it's a bit better than this. I think that's fair to say. But yeah, if you're tuning in and you haven't yet said hello in the chat, please do so. It helps the channel more than you know. And if I can just ask one more time, if you can hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well, if you have not yet done so, it helps the channel more than you can imagine. That was an awful race, as was the one before, but I'm hopeful that things start looking up now. They've got to, really. It is so disastrous at the moment that it surely enough can't get any worse. Dearie me. Right, that was awful. That was awful. Right, should we do a bit more quali in that one? We'll go again. I'm happy-ish with the Audi. I just need to be quicker, really. Easier said than done. And then we'll get ourselves 4, maybe 5 laps. If we're quick enough. Try and get this down into the low 33s if we can do. We're very high 33s at the moment. Haha, Joe, how we doing? Hope we're all good. You're right. Yeah. John saying you got me good. You definitely did. I think I hit you 4 times on the grass. Yeah, that was funny, that was funny. I hope you're, if you're going straight back in, which I hope you are, hopefully we see you in that race. But hopefully that goes a bit better for you as well. Right, come on, 33.521. If we want to play the guessing game, get your lap times in. What to, yeah, not on the stream as well, I know. Nothing worse. Nothing worse. But do not worry about it. Right, there's no one watches these streams anyway. So, Get your guesses in. What will our lap time be? Our fastest lap time be? Our lap in purple at the end of this quali session. Hopefully it's faster than that 33.5 that we've just set. Now we were a 10th up, but I've lost it throughout the lap. Try and improve on this time here. .4. Nearest makes no difference. It's still a 33.5 that though. Oh, PSG 1-0 up against Newcastle. That's no good. No more spoilers if you can, please, John. I'm going to try and watch the match after, but I do think that we'll end up getting beat. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, I'm gonna watch the match after. So that'll be my one enjoyment for. Well, this is an enjoyment for the day, but my one chance to actually switch off and just get raging instead, watching the Newcastle match. Right, 300's up, but that's about it so far. Oh, it's going to be 4. Oh, it might be close to half a tenth. I won't enjoy it. Yeah, I probably won't. Right, we'll get this lap done and then we might get one more. I can't do the maths quickly enough at the moment. Right, we might just cross the line here. I don't think that we will cross the line with enough time. We'll be a couple of seconds short to cross the line with this next lap, but we'll push on as much as we can just to push ourselves for pace. And of course, we're going to be a 10th up as we head out of the first corner. The actual kind of lap time that we want. I've lost all that time there. Just through being a bit of a wally. Right, this car is actually more planted than I think it is. Every time I put my foot down, thinking like, oh, I'll gamble. Turns out the car's fine and it manages it no bother. See how much I've butchered that exit because we've lost an entire tenth on the straight there. Oh, no good. No good, no good. Right, come on then. Where are we going to be starting? Still the same place as the last time. P12. Fantastic. Right, Joe's in this one again. Hopefully Joe has a... well, hopefully both of us have a better race, to be fair. But yeah, good luck to Joe as well. Right, we've got plenty of Audis in front, and then we got... oh, we got an RS01. And then a Huracan and a couple of Porsches as well. Joe's going to crash into me again. Hopefully not, but it'd be funny if he did. Luckily, we're not too bothered about these races. But finishing at the back still doesn't help us too much, does it? Right. I think we might be on pace with these guys in front here. Because all their quali times is only a tenth and a half quicker for the next sort of 6 or 7 positions. So, you never know. You never do know. Should have used the Z4? Definitely not. MR cars for the win. I didn't know Argos. Oh, there's someone in the Z4. No. Come on, Em. Do we go for it straight into turn 1? Straight into turn 1. No, let's not. Let's be sensible. Oh, someone behind us has gone straight in for it at turn 1. Fantastic start. Fantastic start. Oh, no! You couldn't make it up, could you? You could not make it up. That felt like I had all the time in the world to react to that and just didn't do anything about it. Oh, that is so annoying. Alright, come on. Try and make up positions again here. Right, we've caught back up to the pack for the second time now. Let's try and get one or two positions, get back in front if we can. Oh, 3 people gone. Come on. Another position. Gifted. It just took out the miniature violin. Oh, final lap. You always wish that a race at Interlagos was longer. You always think one more lap. One more lap, we could have had them. We're on to the final lap now. This has to be the lap that we do get them. Major's gone. I've corrected that way too much. Oh, being bumped there. Zeus. He's bumped us there. And then gone straight through. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Yeah, you need another 5 laps. That's true. That is true. That was awful, that. Right. Let's, I would say then, get back into practicing for this. O'Leary, how we doing? 6 with a Z4. Nicely done. James did suggest that I went in the Z4, and I said no. So, maybe I should have listened after all that, but we'll not tell James that. Because he might say, I told you so. We had 2 disastrous races there. The first race of this manufacturer's was a shambles as well, so I'm hoping that this next one's decent. I hate getting to the end of the stream and not having had a single good race. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it just feels like such a waste of time. So fast on the main straight, left the 296 for dead. Interesting. But then, is it not a dog in the corners? You are talking about using it at Interlagos, by the way, there, O'Leary, aren't you? In fact, you are, because you were in the Z4 in that car, so you must be. But is it not just awful in the corners? Oh, man. Oh, man. Doc suffer from terrible understeer. You talking about the Z4. Kind of learn to work with it. Yeah, I got you. It's very stable. I find I just don't like the car. I don't know what it is about it that I don't like. When I have been in it, you do sit there and you go, oh, it is actually decent though. Gets good exits out of the corners. Nice. Well, I must just be crap in it then, because I'm always like, I sort of sit and I go, oh, this is not as bad as I expected. And we've ended up with a couple of decent race results in it sometimes, depending on the race. But I don't know, it's never a car I've sat and thought, oh, I definitely want to be in that one. The Jag, however, is. Two-0 City, Galatasaray, sorry. My mind went blank on how to pronounce that there. Oh, track limits again. It's alright, we're getting entered properly. Jag looks like a right dog. It is, to be honest. Around Spa, everywhere else it's been absolutely spot on, but I'm really struggling with it around Spa. And I don't know why. Really struggling. What is actually the fastest Jag? Shout stop when you see Jag. It ain't going to be here on the top 100, is it? Nope. No. No. This is 217s, and I'm not even in the anywhere near the 217s. No. Ah! F-Type. 217.6. Oh, 303. Oh, yeah, 303. F-Type. Gee, how did you spot that? That was rapid. Yeah, right. 303rd then. So not even in the top 100 or 200 or 250, or not even in the top 300 is a single Jaguar car. Oh, John! Stop! Stop! Right, I'm going to go back into this. Not on free practice. Actually, enter. Oh, no, wait a minute. 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 New engine. Because that will make all the difference. Right, let's go. Enter. Bosch. 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 Right, let's try and push this one to limits a little bit more. I'm going to try and go beyond what I think is the limit. Just to try and see if I can hold the car. Especially it's like those slow corners, slow exit corners. Second and third gear, just trying to find exactly what my limit is and what we need to look out for. So come on then. Right, 10 minutes we've got. We'll not have enough time, I don't think, to get 5 laps. It'll be 4 laps. Get your guesses in. What will our lap time in purple be? Our fastest lap of this quali session. Let's go. We were just talking about that there, Aaron, about how many people are in each manufacturer, because I am 7th for Jaguar, but in the top 75%. So that would mean no more than 10 people have raced for Jaguar, unless it's only shown me people in the same league, I think. Right, Mike's saying 218.6. If I can get into the 18s, I'd be very happy. That's still going to be the 19s, I think. 19.1. Ho-ho! That's a little bit better. Right, come on. We want to get down into the 18s. That's my goal here for the next few laps. 18s, 18s. Come on. Look at that. We absolutely max out at 157. In 5th. I was just staying in 5th there to see if we gained any time by not short shifting, but I do think that the short shift is quicker in the Jag. Come on, this could end up being a 2/10 improvement here. Oh, I'm just gonna cost a load of time. Look at that, all that time lost. Literally all of it completely undone. That's outrageous, that. All that time lost in that poxy bus stop chicane. Yeah, messed that up completely. That's wild, that. That top speed there is absolutely crap. Oh, man. Do you know what? The biggest difficulty here is actually it's just consistency in the Jag. Consistency around this track. I'm struggling to be. You see there how much we gain and then lose and then gain and lose, lap after lap. Right, that's an improvement. Another 10th improvement there. 19.021. Let's see if we can get down into the 18s. Come on. That's much better. That's much better. All that time again lost. Look at that. Having to lift way too much there. Undone it all yet again. Oh man. Oh, so annoying, this game. This track. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh wow, no, we didn't, because I think the Jag needs us to be short shifted as well, so we end up saving a bit of fuel that way, O'Leary. We end up saving quite a bit, to be honest. Which Ford is it that you're in? Is it the Ford GT? It will be, isn't it? Like, that thing inhales fuel. It doesn't burn it, it just inhales it. Right, the main thing in this race is trying to just iron out the mistakes. Trying to have no mistakes. Yeah, so I guess you've got to accept the extra fueling time and then just try and make the time back, I guess, and haven't you, O'Leary? What's the top speed of the Ford GT? Because we're losing a load of time on the straights, and then pretty much every other car is managing to hit sort of 160. But you've seen there that we're managing like 156, 157. So as soon as we end up in slipstreams even, we're still not managing to gain as much as we should. Yeah, it's slow in a straight line. But then when we're not in slipstreams and you see the rest of the pack just flying away, it's so painful. Horrible. But the problem is it's not particularly amazing in the corners either. Yeah, the Jag needs fuel, but it's to be honest, we might have even been able to get away without refueling in the last race. if we then fuel saved a little bit. But I think the 1 second that you spend in the pits, you so easily gain or lose that in the in a track. If you just miss an apex around Spa, it can cost you so much time. All round dog shit wagon. Nah, the Jag's good. The Jag's good. It's just Spa has got the better of it at the moment. 161. Oh, there you go. Well, yeah. You deserve to have to sit and refuel it if you're getting 161. That's 4 mile an hour quicker than we're getting. And that pretty much, like, that extra 4 mile an hour can essentially, like, cancel out a slipstream, couldn't it? Which is what we were seeing behind some cars in the slipstream, and it was just completely cancelled out because the cars were so much faster. Right, let's not do what we done in the first race, which was bin it and then do an awful rejoin, which I am fully to blame for, and then wipe somebody out. So we ruined Tiger King's lap, wherever he is. He's the first out at the moment, so he won't have any idiots like me binning it in front of him. But he might bin it in front of everybody else. Internet connection also not great for everybody here at the minute. The connection of the lobby seems to have dropped. Right, this is all you get here. It's only enough for one push lap, so we've got to make it count. Come on. Here we go. That's the Fernando Alonso trick for qualifying. All the way to the right, V-cut the corner for the push lap. Come on, don't get it wrong. We've already got it wrong. Perfect. That is fantastic. Right, we're V-cutting this corner though, so we might make that time back in fairness. It's not all lost. It's not all lost. That's the line. Come on, Jaguar! 156! 157! Just time being drained away on the straights in this car. Gotta push more though, come on. Yeah, count how many apexes I hit and miss, yeah. Oh, we hit one there. I'm going to miss the next one, though. Look at that. I knew before I'd even done it that I'd butchered that one. Right, 219.3. Oh, 219.01. 218 is the top time. We didn't even break into the 18s in our quali practice. Never mind the real thing. Oh, I've just completely driven past the apex! How can it be that far from the corner? Outbraking by that much. 220! Oh my god! Really? Rubbish. In the bin. Immediately. That is shocking. That is shocking. Right, I gotta hope for some, like, loads of rain here. Ah, right, the weather is different. Here we go. Okay then, so awful qualifying. And now we're gonna have to judge here. Do we start on the inters or not? Current time is going to be dry, but that rain is going to hit the track, isn't it? It's got to. That rain is going to hit the track, 100%. So we're going to start on the slicks. We might have to do a pit stop in this one, which could make it interesting. Dry tyres for sure, yeah. Come on. Let's hope for a good one. Right, before we get into this race, please do me a favour. Same thing I've said all stream. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button on the stream and make sure that you are subscribed. If you haven't done either of those things, please rectify that and let me know that you have done in the chat. And if you've subscribed on here, either subscribed for a while or you've just subscribed, then please do say hello in the chat as well. It helps more than you know to support a tiny little channel. And we're normally lucky if we get 10 views, like, at any time on this stream. Like, concurrent viewers all at the same time. The streams on average maybe get like 250, 300 views. And we're at 21 now, which is a decent little number for a small channel. So I genuinely, massively, massively appreciate that. As far as concurrent viewers go, which means the amount of people watching at the same time. So that helps more than you know. That is a good, well above average for this channel. So that must mean that we've got some new faces in here, I'm sure. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And make sure you hit the like button. There we go. There we go. All the plugs I could possibly do in the stream, I have done. So, we're starting at the back for this one. Or it's P12 or wherever we ended up, but there's a lot of people that have qualified better than us. I think that we should have been definitely in a top 8 finish, because then from P3 to P8 is pretty close. But I think we could have easily done a 19 and a half there and beaten that. We should have done, surely. In fact, that was sort of our average in the practice quali, which is annoying. Sparks and Womble are cool. Yeah, they are. Sparks is awesome. Womble is awesome. That's the thing. We're spoilt for choice now with the amount of creators on Gran Turismo. And that's also the challenge, you know. There's obviously, at one point in time, there was not very many. And then the number only ever gets bigger of the amount of people doing it. So it only gets more and more saturated. And that's not a complaint, but that's what makes it all the more sort of important to support the small channels as they're trying to grow. So anyone that tunes in, I massively, really, really do massively appreciate it. Even though our streams very rarely are worth watching. We have a laugh, but we don't get many good results. They always go wrong. Right, let's go then. Look at this. What an awful place to start a race. That needs fixed, that. It just needs fixed. Because then look at that. You've got this 3 here, and we've got a massive gap of probably half a second to then the next group of cars. It really annoys me, that. I know you just say, well, qualify further forward, but that's not the point. Right, doesn't matter then, for now. Let's go. I'm trying to push on here. Look at that, though. You can just see there's a massive gap between P10 and P9. The gap is huge. That's over a second. That's about a second and a half, I think. If not, it's 2 seconds. That's horrific. Oh, 2 people have binned it. 1's off, 2's off. Right, we're going to be P10 then. At least they're fighting, absolutely. Right, come on. Good race, good result. Good race, good result. Can't be that hard. Good race, good result. And let's keep an eye on that weather as well. Keep an eye on that rain, because when that hits, that will make a big difference. And I don't want to get that wrong, because I always get caught out with the rain. I always get caught out with the rain. So because we think that we're likely to change tyres and pit, so we want to absolutely rinse the life out of these current medium tyres. Half a second penalty for Rams is in front yet. I felt that bit of contact there, but no harm done. Right, we can see that rain creeping in towards us. Still nothing yet. Seconds to the lead. on. That might be a penalty there. Not for running wide at Eau Rouge. Oh, we're lucky there, but sometimes you get a penalty if you go wide to the right-hand side in the runoff area as well. We're being lucky there. Right, another position there. We're going to have that against Bano. Right, these two guys in front, scrapping there. They're going to be... Oh, look at this, side by side. Jeez. Right. I think that the rain might hit at the end of the next lap. That was close. Sorry, David. Carry on. Go, go, go. My fault, that one. Room was there, yeah, it definitely was. Just the door closed a bit quicker than I thought that it maybe would have done, but it was always going to, really. Especially when those two are already scrapping. The last thing you want is then a car to try and squeeze in and around the three of you, or the two of them. Bit of contact from behind there. I was trying so hard not to make contact with David in front. But we had that car behind us. That was very, very close. Oh! Ah! Well, of course that would happen, wouldn't it? Right, all eyes on the radar now. Around the outside, yeah, maybe. Oh, not quite. That's not what you want there. 112 mile an hour as you have a snap of oversteer. Right, we've got the rain now. The rain is here. Oh, now it's a gamble. If we stay out, it's a gamble, and if we go in, it's a gamble. But I reckon we've got to stay out at the moment, surely. Yeah, it's enough at the moment to stay on the mediums. Right, others on the switchback here. He's going to have gone too deep there. We forced him to outbrake. That's worked out all right. Good racing that. Good racing isn't always just about being close wheel to wheel, side by side. Just trying to force each other to make mistakes, and we've done that there, and he's outbroke and cost himself quite a bit of time. Yeah, I think if we did go in, it would be inters, but it's not ready for inters yet. So it just depends if this water starts to build and create any sand and water. But we might be able to do the whole race on the mediums. It just depends if the water starts to collect, which it is at the moment, but it's not enough to need inters. But it might be at the end of this next lap, though. Look at this. Do we go inters or not? This is actually genuinely difficult now because we've got a stronger patch of water, of rain on its way. Oh, I think we've gone too far here. I think we've gone too far. Yeah, I think we've gone too far. This is going to be such a gamble, this. This is going to be such a gamble. We need to get in. Yeah, are you guys saying stay out and do one more? Now we're at the point of inters. It has just gone over that sort of threshold. Ah, there's still more grip than you think, though. There is still more grip than you think. If we just look at this, if we look at the weather, though, that is moving downwards. We are going to get hit with that slightly heavier patch, and there's already quite a bit of standing water. That's an aggressive move, that one. I'm trying to judge it because that lap is still not heavy enough for Inters. We might be able to do one more, you know. We might be able to do one more. Starting to see it now. Do we go in or not? Do we pit or not? Do we pit or not? Do we pit or not? Nah, I'm pitting. I'm pitting. I'm pitting. No! Fuck's sake! Fuck's sake! Every time. Every time. Honestly, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Now, there's no way I could stay out. We had absolutely no grip even trying to get into the pits, but obviously some cunt was going to try and end up spinning us round. Fucking guaranteed. Honestly, man. Leaders have gone out, but they'll be regretting that because we're going to close massively to them here. So anyone that stayed out front, or hit from behind as well. Why not? Guys, track limit after I got pushed off. Track limit after I got pushed off. This game. It gets better. Right, one of these guys in front's gone for full wets there. So that's an interesting one. I'm also just realising that I didn't refuel because I didn't even check what lap we'd went in and how many more we had left. So I'm going to have to start fuel saving a bit here as well. I tell you what, we were on for such a good, like a decent result in terms of where we were there before we got spun out of the bus stop chicane. Absolutely typical. Absolutely just typical. Right, we're actually not doing too bad in the wet yet. All things considered at the moment. P9, yeah, now we were hoping for a sort of top 6, I think is what we could have been looking at before we got spun. If we managed to recover that, that's unbelievable. But then if you actually look at the time that we've lost in total from that and where we could be or could have been is even more unbelievable. Lost 10 seconds, exactly. This is the kind of race where you don't really have 10 seconds to lose, unfortunately. Right, we can see P8 in front of us. Oh, that's a tank slapper. Not what we want. Oh, he spinned it! He spinned it! Totally on his own accord there as well. Come on, we're trying to close as much as we can do. And it does seem like we've got a bit of pace here. Does seem like we've got a bit of pace. At the minute, we just keep gaining time to the leader. We just keep gaining time. Right, there is now a new leader though, which is Tiger King, which is who we binned in the last the start of the qualifying session on the last round. Right, I think this heavier patch of rain is going to hit us as well. Now that might require or nudge that up to wet weather level running, and then it's up to us whether we think it's worth going into the pits for what might only be a couple of laps on the wet weather tyres. But would you make the time back or not? That's what we're going to have to try and work out as we go here. Right, avoiding the racing line because it is unrealistically quicker to do so in Gran Turismo, which is a little bit annoying, but don't hate the players, hate the game and all that. Get ready for the signature move. Right. We've got Beano in front of us yet. Try and chase him down. I think that was the Ferrari he was in. Right, look at this rain patch here. It's sort of closing up on us. It might end up landing on us in this race. I think it will. We are closing to the leader here as well. We took 2.5 seconds out of the leader. Oh, Beano's gone. He's gone, he's gone, he's gone. Right, that's P7 for us. The problem is we are a lap short on our fuel. Are we going to be able to make the fuel last? I should have refueled, but I just did not think. I'm going to have to do a whole load of lift and course now. Yeah, we're starting to get heavier rain. It might be wet weather tyre now. What do we think? I actually do think it's worth going into the pits. Genuinely. And changing for the wets. That's my thought at the minute. Would that be quicker overall? John saying no. I think if look at this weather here though, John. Look at that rain. That is heavy enough to get enough sand and water for wet tyres. And look at how much we're losing already. And this is before it's even over the threshold really of what the Inters can even cope with. We'd immediately be the quickest car on track. It's just whether or not we can undo that pit stop time in essentially 5 laps. I'm gonna go for it. No, I'm gonna go for it. I'm changing tyres. I'm changing tyres because that's only going to get heavier and get more sand and water. I'm boxing. I'm going to box end of this lap because then it means we can absolutely push on the set of wet tyres that we end up on. I'm struggling to know what to do, to be honest, because then we still get here and it's, oh, see, that's 12 seconds slower, that lap. 12 seconds slower. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? That answers my question. That answers my question. I'm coming in. Yeah, track limits, I'll take that. That's fine. I'm coming in. Full wet. Full wet. It's debatable, that one, on what is the right answer. It's a long, long, long pit stop, but I reckon when we look there, we've lost 6 seconds that lap. Tiny splash of fuel, yeah. Just to be safe. Come on. Come on. This is the gamble. No one else has done this. So it's either stupid or it's genius. We're about to find out which one that is. Come on. Come on. Come on! Please be right. Please be right. Please be the right decision. Please be the right decision. Look at all that rain. We're P10 regardless. Right, I am telling you now, we need to get past him, but this is the right decision. This is the right decision. I didn't need to lift as much there as what we just did. Right, the wet tyres is the right decision, 1,000,000%. As in, it's the best tyre to be on right now, but can we claw all of that time back? That is so much pressure to do that. 37 seconds to claw back in 5 laps. Yes or no? Get your guesses in. Even I'm struggling to put the power down here. Look at the time that we're gaining. Oh, come on! I'm going to serve this penalty, which is not going to be very fun. We're almost at the end of it now, though. This might be the problem here. We're almost at the end of it now. Just think of all the time that they're going to be losing, though. Come on. We were temporarily gaining so much time. Yeah, and then now the Inters are the best tyres again. That is a gamble that's not paid off, but I'm still glad we took it, to be honest. It had to be done. It had to be done. And then, yeah, now we're on the wet tyres until the end of this race, really. Look at that, it was just, for a moment though, we were gaining like 10th after 10th. Every timing sector was another 10th, another 10th. And now it's going to start drying. What a killer. What a killer. Box for slicks. You did move across in the braking zone. was so difficult to judge the pace of that rain as it was moving across, because it felt like it took forever to actually hit us, that heavier shower, and then when it did, it seemed to just disappear super quick. And we were closing temporarily, we were closing so much, so quick, but it's not lasted. Right, these tyres will last until the end, and I think all I can do now is just try and absolutely rinse the life out of them, because the inters for the guys ahead will be not looking too great. And even though we're not necessarily on full wet weather conditions, I can still make the most of the fresh rubber here. Right, P8 is what we're aiming for here then, but we've got 2 laps to try and make that happen on a track that is now drying. Is closer, way closer to slicks than it is to wets. And most people are on very worn sets now of inters. Catch the water on the straights, this is it, yeah. Need to just try and look after the tyres, or just try and stay off the line a little bit. But then now the racing line is back to being the quicker line to be on, and so that's also costing time. Way deeper into this corner. V-cut it all the way back. And try and have him on the Kemble straight here. Oh, maybe I'm not. That's going to be a penalty. Damn it, that's going to be a penalty. Yep. I'm going to end up losing P10 here as well, I think. Oh, he's also served a penalty. Thank goodness. Oh, man. Well, that is a punch in the face, isn't it? Oh, if only I did stay out. If only I did stay out. If only we didn't get spun. That was so difficult to judge whether or not to stay out or to go into the pits. It felt like it took forever for the heavy rain to land, and then when it did, it felt like it was over in 2 laps. Oh, bugger. You're saying no, it wasn't, John. What do you mean? The rain wasn't over in 2 laps. It felt like it just vanished very quickly. In terms of like enough water on the track to be wet weather, that was only a couple of minutes. Yeah, staying out was the right call. It just really didn't feel like it at the time. Well, isn't that fantastic? We can't even watch the replay. Accept and report. I will absolutely snitch on the PlayStation. Disaster. Unfortunately, Aaron, that's the last one for us. We can't go again. 9 PM is the last slot for us. So that is that, sadly. I did want to have a watch of the replay so we could see where it was that we got spun around, but that replay seemed to have just crashed the game, so it might not work. In fact, it doesn't look like it's going to manage to get started back up again at all, does it? Oh, no, here we go. Let's see. I don't think that replay is saved correctly. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's saved correctly. For a start, it's a way smaller file than that one. And then it says record 000. I don't think this is saved properly. It still says it's 30 minutes, but as soon as we skip forward, yeah, it's not having it. Right, well, we can't watch that. Never mind. I just wanted to see where it was that we got binned off, but what can we do? Right, we'll end it there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Absolute heroes. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the subscribe button and the like button on the stream. It helps the channel more than you possibly know. And yeah, please do keep an eye out on the channel for more videos. As always, same thing that I say every week. If you do see any videos, click on them, comment on them, give them a like, give them a share, all that sort of stuff. Right, yeah, I'm going to go check the football, and I've got the match recording, so I'm going to go watch that tonight while I finish up the rest of my work. It's been a long day, so we'll finish up with the Newcastle match. Although John's given me half the spoilers, and so I know the first goal or the first 2 goals. But never mind, I'll find out if there's any more. Good stuff. Right, catch you all in a little bit. We'll be back on Saturday for the last round, I think that is, of the manufacturers. Watkins, Glen. And yeah, see you all then. Enjoy the rest of your week if I don't see you on Saturday. If I do see you on Saturday, then see you on Saturday. Toodles!